The casualties are a sign of a country in distress. The Defense Ministry says its soldiers opened fire when gunmen among the protesters started shooting. The injured from Hawija filled this hospital in Kirkuk. There are more than 24 dead, protesters and soldiers. Just as they did in Fallujah in previous clashes, people said the army had become the enemy.
If government security forces enter towns, they will create sectarianism. We call upon the government to withdraw the army from the cities.
The protests in Hawija have been an extension of those in other Sunni cities. They feel they've been marginalized in their own country. But the demonstrations themselves have turned increasingly hardline, some say hijacked by militants. It's created a volatile mix. And on Tuesday, the violence spread. This is the highway to Kirkuk. Just a few kilometers from here, just a few minutes ago, there were attack helicopters firing on gunmen. The only vehicles getting through the roadblocks up ahead are Iraqi army vehicles sending in reinforcements to the fight. People here say this is a quiet rural area, but after Hawija, nothing in this area is truly quiet.
This is the first time this has happened in Solomon Bek. We, the people in Solomon Bek, rose up in support of those in Hawija.
News of Hawija spread quickly through the countryside. The violence is a challenge to Prime Minister Nouri al-Maliki. 2 Sunni cabinet ministers on Tuesday quit in protest against the killings. These Sunni protests have been going on since December. They started with a call for jobs and demands to release people in prison. Now they're calling for the downfall of Maliki's government. The Iraqi government says al-Qaeda has infiltrated the protests. But many of those killed were protesters. The killings in Hawija threaten to be the spark that leads to an inferno. Arraf, Al Jazeera, in northern Iraq.